back to Globalogs. This episode is going to be another in our continuing series of looking at the global narrative system, and this one's going to be pretty short, I hope, because today we're just going to look at one thing, which is the narrative codes. So you've probably noticed that on all the different narrative cards I put up, underneath the textual title, there's this alphanumeric sequence punctuated with periods. Right, from the Venezuela one, we just spent some time covering n.sam.pol.133.001. So what does that mean? It's essentially like a Dewey Decimal System, or like a book coding system for the narratives. It's supposed to give you some basic information about what's in the narrative, even if you've never heard of any of the people or any of the anythings that's involved in the title. And if I can continue to develop it and make it better, it should be able even to take the place of the title. So let's just go through what each of those means in order. N just means it's a narrative, as opposed to, say, S or P for a story or a person or other things that we'll get into maybe in the third season or maybe the fourth season as I continue to develop the system. But N means it's a narrative. The first three-letter sequence refers to what region it's taking part in, what region it's taking place in, or what industry it's taking place in. So SAM means South America. NAM would be North America. EAS would be Northeast Asia. SSA would be Sub-Saharan Africa. Then it'll say either next after that, it will say .pol or .soc or .eco. That's pretty straightforward. Political, economic, and social. Those are the three that I keep coming back to all the time, and understanding how choices affect things. They're political, economic, and social. And so is it primarily a political narrative? Is it primarily an economic narrative? Or is it primarily a social narrative? In this case, with Venezuela, we're saying it's primarily a political narrative. Then after that, there's the three number sequence, in this case 133. And each of these, and I'm still developing the list, of course, and it's not as long as it needs to be and as comprehensive as it needs to be, but it's getting there. And 133 refers to regime stability and regime survival. So, like, here's another 133 about Singapore and, about the People's Action Party. In fact, we covered this back in our first Globalogs week of the second season. And here's another one, also in East Asia, for the Communist Party in China, and another one for the Communist Party in Vietnam. Each of these stories is a story about the survival or collapse of a regime in a particular country. Now, the number itself is not making a judgment about what's going to happen. It's just saying that that's what this story is about. Other ones might be like bilateral relations, or multilateral relations, or problems of resource economies, or problems of the political left or the political right, or the list goes on and on and on. That refers to the type of story it is. And finally, the little three-digit thing at the end, in this case 001, is just an ordinator. So this is the first narrative in the South America region that we're talking about that we can legitimately say is a narrative about regime survival. I will be posting more information about what these codes are, and as we go further along, now that you have some basic information on what these codes mean, we can talk about them a little bit more effectively in the videos. So, thanks for watching. As I said, this is a pretty short video, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.